The TNT area is still a popular destination for Mothman enthusiasts, ghost hunters, and curious visitors. I just wanted to give a little insight of what the TNT area was.
All right.
It wasn't the full history of it, but that way you know every time I mention TNT area, where the fuck it is, or what the fuck it is.
Yeah, please do.
November 15th.
Okay.
Was a dark and chilly night when 4 young friends, Roger and Linda Scarberry, and Steve and Mary Millett. What happened? What'd I do?
Nothing.
Okay. We're driving around the TNT area, a former World War II munitions plant near Point Pleasant, West Virginia. They were looking for some fun and adventure, as normally you would around a abandoned explosive area. You know,
I would go.
Let's go have some fun and adventure in there. But they found something else instead. Something terrifying. Something that would haunt them for the rest of their lives.
Brad Paisley.
Motherfucker. His corn hat.
Corn hat.
Yeah, he upgraded. It's not straw anymore. It's corn.
Oh, shit.
Sorry. No.
Isn't it, you're a football guy.
I sure the fuck am.
Don't they, isn't there some team where they wear corn hats? Like the foam corn hats, or is that cheese?
No. There's a cheese one, but they do have corn. But that is college. It's the Cornhuskers, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
I knew this fucking guy would know. This guy knows his shit.
He asked me a football question. I'm on it. Nebraska, got it. As they drove past an old generator plant, they saw a pair of glowing red eyes staring at them from the shadows. They slowed down to get a better look and were shocked to see a huge creature standing by the road. It was about 7 feet tall with a wingspan of about 10 feet. Mm-hmm. It had a human-like body but covered in gray fur or feathers, didn't know which. Its head was not visible, but its eyes were hypnotic and menacing.
Whoa.
Hypnotic. Very good. We're going to get a little whoop thing going on there. Now, the creature seemed to sense their fear and started to chase them as they sped away.
I get the hell over here.
Hey, guys, I'm just nice. Come here. I got to warn you about something.
I gotta tell you something.
Come here. No. Motherfuckers. It followed them closely. Ooh. Even as they reached speeds of over 100 miles per hour. And at this point, they were getting scared about crashing the fucking car.
They were fucking booking it.
They sure were.
Back old country roads.
So they were hearing the loud screeching noise that sounded like a woman screaming. So they started off by going like 50, then they went 60. They still heard it. 70, they still heard it. 80, they still heard it. So like, let's go 100.
It's just Peggy Lee in the back seat.
I want to tell you something. The friends, though, were terrified and praying for their lives. So let's go 100 miles an hour on the back-ass country roads and test our luck that way.
Wouldn't you fucking try and get away with it?
I was in a car. I would try to get away, but I wouldn't drive 100 miles an hour in a dirt road. I would drive 99 miles an hour on a dirt road.
That's a little better.
Triple digits is a little fast.
You never gone triple digit?
I haven't, not actually.
Oh.
Have you?
Maybe.
That's a yes. Where were you doing? The Autobahn?
Oh, yes.
The place you've never visited?
Yes.
They finally reached the city limits of Point Pleasant, and the creature stopped pursuing them. They drove straight to the sheriff's office, as one would, and reported what they had seen. They were pale and shaking, but their story was consistent and sincere. The sheriff believed them and went with them to the TNT area to investigate. But they found no trace of the creature, only a strange dust on the ground where it had stood. The next day, the local newspaper published their story with a headline, "Couple sees a man-sized bird. Creature. Something?" The story, it was with that, that something?
Dust found. I don't get the dust thing.
I don't know. I just read
it. Great.
I didn't go too much into the details.
What
was the dust?
I didn't expect you to, but that seems like a weird detail from them. Let me just do something real quick.
Dust.
It just seems like a weird detail from them.
Maybe it was from the
Did they bring
creature.
in
Maybe it was shedding. Maybe it had dandruff, damn it.
Did they bring in a dust expert? It's like, yes, this is not normal dust.
Human skin. Ew, disgusting. So this story caught national attention and press. And soon people all over the country were flocking to Point Pleasant to catch a glimpse of the mysterious beast. Some called it a bird, some called it a monster, but most called it
Superman.
the Mothman. Damn it! Sorry. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Superman. So there's many accounts over the next year.
It was like 13 months.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was just under a year, but maybe it was just.
Nope, you're
Either
right.
way.
I'm wrong because it happened in December. Go ahead.
Yeah. Happened in December, and this is November. So yeah, it was 13 months. You were correct. Don't tell me you were wrong. You were correct. Josh was wrong. So let's go over a couple of them.
Okay.
In a little bit of detail.
Alrighty.
November 16th, 1966. 4 people saw the creature flying over the TNT area. 3 of them were volunteer firemen who said it was a large bird with red eyes. The 4th was a contractor who said it was a man with wings. November 24th, 1966. 4 more people saw the creature near the TNT area. They described it as a gray, about 6 foot tall, with red eyes and a wingspan of 10 feet. They also heard the loud screeching sound that sounded like a woman.
Yes.
1925, sorry. November 25th, 1966. Thomas Uri, who was driving along Route 62 near the TNC area, said he saw the creature standing in a field, then spread its wings and flew up beside his car. He said, it came up like a helicopter and then veered over my car. It began going around in circles about 2 or 3 telephone poles high and kept staying over my car. I tried to get away and was going over 70 miles an hour, but it kept up with me easily. He sped up and fled to Point Pleasant Sheriff's Office. In giving a description, he said it was a grayish-brown color, was some 6 feet in length, and had at least an 8 to 10 foot wingspan.
There's a big fucking wingspan.
Show is. December 4th, 1966. Yeah, it's got like sexy, but it's
Sexy woman.
Sexy woman. I like it. I had no joke. I just copied.
That is one sexy woman. Am I right?
As Childress is looking at the guy with 2 straps on his arm. Go back to episode 59, Ancient Aliens.
Yeah, last one.
Yeah, last week. December 4th, 1966. 5 pilots at the Gallipolis. Jesus Christ.
I can't even give you a proper one.
I'm going to go with it. 5 pilots at the Gallipolis Airport in Ohio, across the river from Point Pleasant, saw a flying object that looked like an airplane on fire. They said it hovered over the airport for a few minutes and flew away at incredible speed. December 7th, 1966. Ralph Thomas and his family saw a red light moving across the sky above their home in Point Pleasant. They went outside and saw what they thought was an airplane, but then realized it had no fuselage or tail. They also heard a loud humming noise. January 11th, 1967. Kenneth Duncan and 4 other men were digging a grave in Point Pleasant. Another grave sighting.
Well,
when they saw...
someone's got to do it.
Well, yeah, I know, but he likes graveyards, apparently. When they saw a brown human-like figure flying over the trees, it circled overhead for about a minute before flying back into the woods. March 18th, 1966, we're getting closer. Richard West of Charleston, West Virginia, called the police and said he saw the Mothman on his neighbor's roof. He described it as a large bird with red eyes and a wingspan of 6 or 7 feet. He shrank.
Damn.
That was a weird noise on my throat. Did you hear that?
I did. And you had a little concentration where it looked like you farted.
No, I didn't do that. I'm like a kid when I go to the bathroom.
like a toddler who sits in the corner and just...
Josh, what are you doing over there? Nothing. That's my throat. It made a weird noise.
Great.
So it was a 6 or 7 foot wingspan.
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 Okay.
He said it flew away when he shone the flashlight on it.
I think
Shined
Duncan's
the
just
flashlight.
really rough, poor at examining or estimating measurements.
Who the fuck is Duncan?
Isn't that guy?
No. That was Richard West.
Well, Richard West.
Duncan was the guy before.
Richard West is just really bad at
Fucking
estimating.
Dick West. God damn it.
Which way is the sunset?
West.
That way.
November 2nd, 1967.
Okay.
Mrs. Ralph Thomas. What a name. Ralph. Sorry, ma'am. I don't mean to pick on you.
Very handsome woman.
Mrs. Ralph Thomas saw the Mothman on her front porch in Point Pleasant. She said it was over 6 foot tall, grayish in color, glowing red eyes. She screamed, and it flew away. Her daughter also saw it and confirmed her description. A lot of the sightings' consistency are, it's gray, it's humanoid,
Big red eyes.
roughly 10-foot wingspan, one account of 6 to 7, and big red eyes, like you said.
And,
consistency. And it's consistent with all the other accounts that they had.
Consistency with the description as well as with the occurrence of the sightings. They seem to not stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was so much more.
Yes.
Like some days...
We can't talk about all of them.
No, some days had like 4 sightings.
Right.
Crazy. This is just a handful of sightings that occurred between the years of 1966 and 1967. There are many, many more, and even ones with pictures of the Mothman on the actual bridge. The bridge that would later become the headline for news stations all around. But the Mothman wasn't the only visitor to Point Pleasant, or as my notes autocorrected, Point Pleasantly. There was another, and this is his introduction.
Here he is.